Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everyone. How is everyone doing? Why do I have a run scene on there again? It should say like run DMC or something. Let's do a throwback. How's everyone doing? Good afternoon, Dr. Michael. Good afternoon, Patrick. Afternoon, Daniel. Hello, Options 22. Good afternoon, George. Coco dressed to impress? Not me. I don't impress anybody with my dressing. Good afternoon, Mike. What's the market doing? Do you think the numbers tomorrow can actually move us? Well, we have just the unemployment. Well, that's a good transition. What's the market doing? It's rallying. We've had weekly cycles at the bottom, moving up. Said I was watching for an ABC correction. We still haven't taken out the A highs, at least on some markets. So, none of this is surprising. It's nice going into quarter end with window dressing. Buy it so it makes your accounts look good and then, puke it out after disastrous earnings. That's what will probably happen. But we shall see. You just ride the wave, and if you're not trading short term, you wait for long term stuff. So again, from Royal Palms, will the numbers tomorrow actually move us? We have initial and continuing jobless claims tomorrow. Remember, the key number for initial is 200K. It's forecast below that. So if it comes in worse, but above 200, that could be impacting. Continuing jobless claims hovering right at this 1700 number, which I think if it popped way above there, there'd be a slight reaction. We also have the final GDP numbers for fourth quarter. Remember, this is for fourth quarter last year. But, I mean, it's forecast, and the previous was for the previous quarter, not the previous reading. The forecast is 3.9. And then we have the PCE prices. This is backwards looking. That's for quarter over quarter final. Okay, and that's not annual, that's for quarter over quarter. So these numbers are backwards looking for Q4. Those are not major. Do not mistake those. Oh, we're gonna get PCE numbers tomorrow. No. Okay. You got core PCE numbers tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. But the big PCE numbers are Friday. Okay. All right. Let's see, where did I leave off? Hey, Sterling, let's go to 430 Spiders, George. Nvidia, okay, remind me. Massive collusion in the highest levels. Mandate is don't sell yet. Hey, Options 22, good afternoon, Pat, from Jacob. So, those are our numbers. Heat map. I mean, it was pretty hard to, I guess if you were trying to buy Target today, Eli Lilly, Merck, some little rotation out of some healthcare, but everything else. Financial strong, mega caps really strong, oil strong. Again, buy it all. Buy it all. Let's just refresh this really fast. Let's refresh this. We got real estate technology. See, when I see real estate leading the charge up there, it always gives me a bit of pause. Then we have technology, consumer, cyclical, financial, energy. So we just have everything taken off today. Fed watch still 61% for the pause in May. Fear and greed. Going to see if this does update to neutral later today. In terms of after close, Restoration Hardware was gapped down. Not good earnings and bad guidance. So from that aspect, not positive from the higher end consumer, but that's one data point. So we shall see tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, nothing. So just watch the numbers coming out 1 hour before the open. After the close tomorrow, we got BlackBerry. Rumble, is that going to take on YouTube finally? Okay. Again, earnings season winding down. So, where do we sit in cycles? Well, daily's getting back to the top area. I'm still expecting at least a break of this high, and the first ABC target is 40.83.50. So maybe we will be taking that out by the month end. Just for point of completeness, weekly cycles still could be moving up. Also from a point of completeness, we have some major overhead. If this keeps going, we have major overhead resistance about 41.71. So that's where we sit there. Over now the pullback levels. The pullback levels. Minor is also we hit this 87.5. Let me do this first. Let me do this. We hit that 87.5 from these littles, from the little ones. But let me go to the bigger one. To the bigger one we go. Key level we'll be watching is 40.70 on a closing basis. If we hit that on a closing basis, I mean, I would use personally targets of 41.16 and then 41.62 as some key targets, and 41.62 to about 41.71. But that's the key level we'll be watching for the 62.5. It was rejected there back at the beginning of March, rejected there again March 22nd. Let's see if third time's the charm for the breakout. All right, now for pullback levels. I'm keeping an eye for a bigger pullback on the 4-hour rotation zone, and that's going to be closing in on about this 40.38. Minor will be about 40.52. There we go. That's easy. Easy, easy. I traded late today. I shorted a penny stock and made coffee money. I don't trade penny stocks, so I can't even comment. NASDAQ stalling out at the 75 and this prior key resistance area. I'm still watching for some follow through to the 13,026 area. And then 13,100 and then 13,246 are all the key levels to the upside. It's still trading against some pretty key resistance in here. There's still a fair amount of selling pressure. You see selling pressure from the 22nd, selling pressure from the 23rd, selling pressure from Sundays, and now end of day we got a little selling pressure, but we pop above there. You can see these levels taken out pretty quickly, but until that happens, my pullback levels 12,910 to 12,900, and then major support 12,867. The Dow, again, you had the little mini double coming back first, second, and reversing just before the third target, and then the Dow rally. Just wanted to pull those off. The Dow rally, I'm still focused on this 33,000. If we close above 33,024, could get a little interesting. My next target would be about 33,300 for some follow through. Key support 32,800. Russell actually outperformed the Dow today, but key resistance stalling out at the next target 785. Next target area is 1,800. Support now is back at about 1,770. The VIX, no fear in the market. The DAX could not get to that 87.5, dropping back a little, but still nothing great. Nothing from the bearish side just yet. Notes, in the rotation zone, we'll be watching for a break above today's high. That would be a potential rotation zone and %B buy entry on a follow-through close. That is, or unless the double top triggers. You see the yield on the micro yield reaction to a significant level and the rotation zone. Still watching for it in case of double bottom triggers. Nothing much going on the 2-year 10-2s. Not much happening today. Dollar index, slight little bounce. Weakening the end of the day, but nothing really changes anything. We still are watching for a potential double bottom, and I'm still watching for another rollover play, one more rollover play in the dollar index lower. Crude, little reversal. So watching now to see how big this pullback is. To see how big the pullback is. Okay, we got cycles at the top. you know, any break below yesterday's low really starts to trigger a pullback. To below today's low is aggressive. Minor levels are about 70.65 to about 71. Majors about 69.30, 69.40. Natty gas, slight little bounce there, but this is just noise. Gold still clinging to the rotation zone. Double's not invalidated yet, so nothing new there. Japanese yen power move up with the risk off move, closing at the rotation zone. Gonna watch how it reacts to 133.23 to about 133.41. Let me take a look at the reverse harmonics here. On here, we're in full just buy everything right now. 133.80 and then 134.81, unless we close back below about 130.150. We'll watch for a continued follow through move. Euro nothing today. Pound has not invalidated a double. Bitcoin going up to retest the high area. If it does break out, your minor targets at this point will be 30,100 is your first minor target, then 31,280. Tesla still caught in the sort of the big sideways correction. If we, again, on a follow-through rally tomorrow, about 197.50, then 200. Nothing's changed with that either. I know we wanted NVIDIA. Is this getting to potential double top territory yet? Not quite. But I bet you we'll get there. I bet you we're getting a double top. This is why I don't need to worry about aggressively, okay, I don't want to miss, whoa, we pulled back. Did I miss a short? No. Cycles at the bottom on the daily, rotating back up. So now let's just see. By the way, this was a percent B buy, follow through on the close, and rotation buy, although it's very overbought and weekly cycles going back to the top. I wouldn't be overall like super aggressive, but I'm just listing off what happened. The potential double top on the 1 hour in the S&P. The 1 hour. I didn't see a 1 hour double top. Because this wasn't a double top. There wasn't one on the 1 hour. And this is not a double top that ever triggered. I didn't see any double top. I was just double checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. I did not see any double. So, at least according to rules I follow. What else do we have? We got NVIDIA. We can just peek at the spiders again, stalling out right here. The harmonic level. This is not a double, by the way. Next key area I am focused on, again, is on a continued rally is 404. But that's real. I mean, minor tomorrow, I'd watch for about 402.60. Right around the, technically 402.50. Sorry, 402.50. And then 404.10 for any rally mode. Can't overly get bearish though for any gap fill until at least it gets below today's low. And for the Qs still on a continued rally. Still watching this 313.93. By the way, the Qs now, this is technically a daily potential double top. That is valid. So we'll keep an eye on that. Mike, does UA qualify as a head and shoulders on the daily, weekly time frame in your book? UA Under Armour. Daily, weekly. Double. It qualifies as a Head and Shoulders. A Head and Shoulders top? Yes, that's, I mean, you mean this? If you're talking about Head and Shoulders top, this can't be a Head and Shoulders top because it's not reversing a move. If you're talking an inverse Head and Shoulders, this does not qualify. Shoulder, head, this was not a well-formed shoulder. And this can't be the shoulder because it already broke above. Was a potential double top. I didn't, where was the potential? Potential on a 1 hour. This wasn't a potential. Maybe you're talking about this little thing. But the short would have been down below here, so I guess if, but I don't know how a potential pattern. Glad you didn't short because you wouldn't have shorted unless if you were saying this was a potential double top. Your short wouldn't be till down here, so it was again. You can have all sorts of potential patterns that never trigger. So it wouldn't have tricked you because it never triggered. All right. Real quick with Apple. Now this is somewhat interesting to me. I mean, Apple got the move up finally, but it's still sitting against this key resistance. That's a little concerning, I mean, because it has not been able to pop above there. When we get a rotation out of these mega caps again, by the way, this is now a triple for Microsoft, so the double's off. And that's about it. I think that's a good day. Keep this one a little shorter going into tomorrow. Take a look at CAR. We have been watching it for a while. It has triggered a weekly double bottom. It's pulled back and now is a potential daily double bottom. Is approaching the trigger area. Yeah, this is stalled out at this. Yeah. So that could be interesting. That could be interesting. Again, some of these weekly massive patterns can take a long time to play out. Again, this thing's still a pretty, it's not overvalued at all. It just doesn't have the love yet, but thanks for pointing that out. By the way, this, when you get this kind of move, it's definitely a stop raise for me. I should have just moved up the stuff there anyways. With this extended stuff, just getting that close to it, it would be a stop raise. Would not keep full risk on. Your NVIDIA target is 300. Well, great, Mega Chad. Thanks, Jake. With that, I will wrap it up for now. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all back tomorrow morning. Remember, the numbers come out 1 hour before the cash opens, so do not get caught off guard by that. And I shall see you tomorrow. Bye for now.